हेलो हेलो बदलू की आवाज में
Banana.
हेलो
Tam yukarı çekiyor alfa zaten. Ahum para yakın. Ne de muhabbet mi sen?
मैंने बात करते हेलो एंड ही कम गेस्ट अनम्यूट करो
Hani YouTube kayarlar. Karar bulacağım.
देखो नहीं हेलो
Tega participants are going to
हेलो अजवा आवाज अच्छी तो हेलो बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम शुरू करें तो अल्लाह के नाम से जोड़ो रहमान बिया रहीम बिया बाजारो बिया देने वालो बिया topic for today class the anti-cancer drugs or the chemotherapy of the malignancy. The word chemotherapy is mainly used when we treat anything with the usage of the chemicals. Just like we can treat the patient by different methods, like we can treat the patient with a natural remedy, that is a natural therapy. We can treat the patient with the exercise, that is called the physiotherapy. We can treat the patient with the water, which is called the hydrotherapy. In the same way, the chemotherapy means treatment of the diseases for the betterment of patient by using the different type of the chemicals. And the chemicals which are used for the malignant, they are called the anti-cancer drugs. Objective of this lecture is that understand the cancer basis, understand the model of the tumor growth. Mainly now the main drugs used as anti-cancer agents, their mechanism of action, how they work, their indications, along the dose limiting toxicities, and related some drugs related with the pharmacokinetic characteristic of the some drugs, related to the administration, distribution, metabolism, and elimination. Also understand the rational treatment schedule and the combination of therapy related to the different types of the drugs, and understanding the limitation of the therapy due to the heterogeneity, resistance of the tumor to the drugs, and patient clinical condition or status. Generally, broadly, the outline of clinical scope and cancer concept. There is a large clinical scope available for the patient of cancer patients, and that field is especially called the oncology. That is a highly specialized field because the drugs or chemotherapy which is used in the treatment of cancer, that is highly toxic, and that require the special care, especially knowledge and thoroughly knowledge, so that we can give the maximum benefit to the patient and minimum loss or toxicity to the patient. Mainly the cancer chemotherapy drugs, they are subdivided into the groups like alkylating agents, antimetabolites, antibiotics, antibiotic agents, anti-hormonal agents or hormonal therapy. Some drugs will especially target on some sort of the enzymes or the molecular level, DNA level, like topoisomerase, tyrosine kinase inhibitors, and few other clinical considerations related to the cancer therapy. Important of the cancer overview of the, it is estimated that over 25% of the populations of the United States will face a diagnosis of the cancer during their lifetime, with more than 1.6 million new cancer patients diagnosed each year. Less than a quarter of the patient will be cured slowly by surgery or radiation or by the chemotherapy. Most of the remainder will receive systemic chemotherapy at some time during the illness, and small fraction, about 10% of the patient with cancer representing selected neoplasm, the chemotherapy will result in a cure or prolonged remission. However, in most cases, the drug therapy will produce only a regression of the disease, and complications and relapse may be only lead to the death. Thus, the overall 5-year survival rate for cancer patients is about 68%, ranking cancer second only to cardiovascular disease as a cause of the mortality in the world. Here the research shows that 15 leading causes of death, it was observed, conducted a study in the 2002, and it's clear in that commonest cause of death in the United States is the heart, and the second most is the cancer. Around 22.8% death in the United States was observed during this study is due to the cancer. With other causes, cardiovascular diseases, cerebrovascular, liver disease, accident, diabetes, influenza, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and other. But the most common cause was the heart disease, and second was the cancer, was the second leading cause of the death found in this study. Whereas among the younger group, 15 leading causes among the younger group, age from 1 to 14 years away, and study conducted in the USA. It also shows the second most cause of the death in the younger group is also the cancer. It is around 12.3%. Whereas the commonest cause among the younger group for the death is the accident, unintentional injuries or accident. That's the commonest cause in the younger group, where cardiovascular disease in the older group. But still the cancer remain at the second most cause for the death or mortality. Estimated new cases which occur in the society in the male, most common cancer is the prostate cancer, found over 33% in the males, whereas 32% of the breast cancer occur in the females. In the same way, the second cause is the lung or bronchial cancer or respiratory cancer, which is the around 13% in the male and the 12%, and the rest of the cancers for the new cases is in this ratio, like the leukemia, oral cavity, whereas the estimated death occurred due to cancer patient is the most commonest causes in the both male and female is the lung and bronchus, which is estimated in the male 31%, female 27%, whereas the prostate 10%, and then the female breast is the 15%. And the colon and rectum in the male is 10%, also in the female is the 10%. Pancreas, ovary cancer, these ratios, which shows that the death of the patient due to cancer is the commonest cause, the lung and then the prostate according to sex. What are the possible causes which can lead to the cancer? Spontaneous mutation occur. Overall error rate during replication, 1 base per 1 billion base pair copies per cell cycle, and if one pair is which can be converted to the cancerous cell, and they will multiply and can produce the cancer. Causes can be genetic predisposition, environmental and chemical exposure, geophysical conditions like the ultraviolet exposure, some toxins like arsenic, benzene, asbestos, nickel dust that can be caused the cancer, like the vinyl chloride, polycyclic hydrocarbons, and aromatic amines dyes can be produce the cancer. There is a viral infection like hepatitis, immunodeficiency virus, hepatitis B, C, bacterial infection like H. pylori can also produce the cancer. There is a change in the lifestyle. Heavy smokers can have the more chance to develop the cancer, lung cancer. Variation in the diet, higher consumption of alcohol, and the irregular, unethical sexual behaviors can be also the causes of the cancer. There is a complication which can be arising due to cancer. One of the commonest factors is psychological, fearing from the death. Whenever any person hear about the cancer, psychologically he or she is depressed, or patient depressed, and she has a fear of the death. Other medical causes can be anemia as the commonest, can be occur up to the 50%, but anemia can be treated by the blood transfusion which is available. Secondary infection can be occur. Bleeding and coagulable pathology can be occur. Obstruction, mechanical obstruction in the respiratory can be a, if the CNS condition can be depending upon the site of the involvement of the cancer. Severe type of the pain, threshold pain can be occur. Bone involvement, bone invasion can be occur, and constitutional septum, depending on the site of the cancer, can be occur as a complication of the cancer diseases or the neoplastic diseases. Where is related to the biological pursuit of cancer? Cancer has 6 characteristics. One is a limitless replicative potential, means uncontrolled division of the cell, because genetically or some factor there is a permanent irritation or genetic loss of the controlling of the cell growth will be lost, which can lead to the limitless replicative potential. Second can be sustained angiogenesis, formation of the new blood vessels at the area, increase the supply of the constituent at that site, which can be further favor the growth of the cancer cell. Evading apoptosis. Apoptosis is a natural program for the cell death, but if it is inhibited, it can be lead to the continuous growth of the cells. Cells sufficiently in growth signals, maybe the chemicals or genetical abnormality during the recoding that can be lead to the continuous sending of the signals for the growth or division of the cells. Insensitive to the anti-growth signals, inability of the getting the response of the inhibition, which can be also the biological cancer characteristic. And the 6th one is the tissue invasion and metastasis, spread of the cancer cell from one place of primary origin to the secondary origin. Cancer arises from the genetic lesion that cause an excess of the cell growth or division with inadequate cell death. Cancer, commonly known as a malignancy or tumor, is a class of disease in which a group of cells display uncontrolled growth. Then invasion and sometimes metastasis from one place to another place. To the invasion at the area, it can produce the pressure septum at the area, and when it is metastasis, it can be produced also the abnormality symptoms related to the site of the metastasis. Cancer affects pupils of all age, from neonate to the old age, with the risk of the most type increasing with age. There are different words which are used in the diagnosing the related to pathology, like the carcinoma. Carcinoma. When there is a tumor or the malignancy or cancer of the epithelial cells, like the columnar epithelium, squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, like in the breast, prostate, colon, and lung cancer, that type of the cancer which is due to the uncontrolled growth of the epithelial cell is called the carcinoma. Where the uncontrolled growth of the muscle cells and connective tissue is called the sarcoma. Where the uncontrolled or excessive growth in the hemopoietic cells can cause the, is called the leukemia or the lymphoma, depending upon the type of the hemopoietic cells. And when cancer arises in the testicles, ovarian tumor or germ cell, it is called a germ cell carcinoma. Whereas when it is resemblance with the embryonic tissue, it is called the blastoma. So blastoma, embryonic tissue, germ cell cancer, germ cells, lymphoma, leukemia related to the blood, hemopoietic, related to the muscle and connective sarcoma, related to the epithelial cells, carcinoma. Anti-cancer therapies try to cure disease, prolong the life, and ameliorate the symptoms caused by the tumor or cancer inhibition. But anti-cancer therapy agents may have severe life-threatening side effects, so must be used with the care. We must have the specialized trained persons, experts. They are allowed to manage or treat these type of the patients. Otherwise, the drugs agents which are used for the anti, they are highly toxic. It can be inexperienced person, unexpert person can handle these type of, it can give the loss to the patient in place of the benefit to the patient. So these are maybe have severe life-threatening side effects, but with careful consideration by the experts, by the trained persons, and proper monitoring of the patient, these can be very useful for the treatment of the cancer. So expertise, training, and monitoring of these patients is essential for the better benefit to the patient. This is the list of the drugs, as I already told you, taken from the Lipin card. One group of the drugs is the anti-metabolites, and these are the members of the anti-metabolite drugs. These are the members of the anti-metabolite drugs, like the azacitidine, capecitabine, clarithromycin, cytarabine, fludarabine, 5-fluorouracil, gemcitabine, 6-mercaptopurine, methotrexate, Pemetrexed, Peratrix. So these are the drugs which come under the heading of the anti-metabolite. As the name indicates, anti-metabolites, they inhibit the metabolism or synthesis of the, especially the folic acid in the growing cells, or inhibit the metabolism of the cell. Second group of the drugs, which is come under the heading of the, they are the antibiotics like bleomycin, guinorubicin, doxorubicin, ethioreticin, atribicin, and mitoxantrone. These are the drugs which are come under the heading of the antibiotics. There is alkylating agents. This is a list of the alkylating agents like cyclophosphamide, chlorobenzil, ifosfamide, lomeostatin, melphalan. This is a list of the alkylating agent, and these pictures are taken from the Lipin card. So anti-metabolites, antibiotic, alkylating agent, these are used as anti-cancerous agents along with the drugs which are acting on the microtubules, and they are called the microtubule inhibitors, where docetaxel, paclitaxel, vinblastine, vincristine, vinorelbine. These are the drugs which inhibit the microtubules, and they are called the microtubular inhibitors. Hormonal preparation and anti-hormonal preparation. This is a list of hormonal preparation and anti-hormonal preparation are the steroidal hormones and their antagonists. This is a list of the drugs like prednisolone, tamoxifen, tryptophan, laloxifene. These are the drugs. Estrogen, flutamide. These are the drugs of the letrozole. These are the drugs from the steroidal hormone and their antagonists. Another group of the drugs which is called the monoclonal antibodies like bevacizumab, cetuximab, rituximab, trastuzumab. These are the group of the drugs which is called as a monoclonal antibodies. Along that, some drugs they specifically bind on the molecular level, that is the tyrosine kinase enzyme inhibitors, and these are the drugs which inhibit the tyrosine kinase enzyme: dasatinib, erlotinib, imatinib, nilotinib, sorafenib, and the sunitinib. These are the drugs they target of action or mechanism of action to bind with the tyrosine kinase enzyme. And they are called tyrosine kinase inhibitors. Another group of miscellaneous group of the drugs, which also be used for the management of the, which include the cisplatin group, immunoglobulin like interferons, cisplatin like cisplatin group of the drugs, asparagine enzymes, carboplatinum, propotectin. These are the different types of the drugs which are also used, called the miscellaneous group of the drugs, as anti-cancer agents. So classification of the drugs is the anti-metabolic, antibiotics, alkylating agents, microtubule inhibitors, steroidal agonists, monoclonal antibodies, and also the tyrosine kinase inhibitor along the miscellaneous group of the drugs or other group of the drugs which is used as an anti-cancer agents. And all are the toxic drugs. Therefore, they should be given under the supervision of the experts and trained persons, and patients should be monitored because psychologically already cancerous patients, they are depressed. So they should be have the books of counseling so that can be support them psychologically, and which can be proper support, positive energy can also increase the immunity of the patient. It is also proven in the research that positive thinking enhance the immunity of the body. Chemotherapy, proper meaning is the treatment of the disease by the chemicals, but here we are concerned with the anti-cancer drug treatment. Different names are given. When cancer chemotherapy is indicated, when neoplasms are disseminated and not amenable by the surgery, then that type of the chemotherapy is called palliative chemotherapy. When cancer is disseminated and are not amenable by the surgery, then it is called the palliative chemotherapy. Where the chemotherapy is also used as a supplemental treatment to attack micrometastasis of the following the surgery and radiation treatment. Means for surgery and radiation already done on the patient, then we apply the chemotherapy. That type of the chemotherapy is called the adjuvant chemotherapy. That type of chemotherapy is called the adjuvant chemotherapy. And chemotherapy given prior to the surgical procedure is an attempt to shrink the cancer, referred as a non-adjuvant or neoadjuvant chemotherapy. So adjuvant chemotherapy means chemotherapy start after surgery and radiation. When chemotherapy start before the radiation and surgery, then it's called the non-adjuvant or neoadjuvant chemotherapy. When it is start after the chemotherapy start after surgery, it is the adjuvant therapy. But without surgery, it is started as palliative chemotherapy, and chemotherapy given a lower dose to assist in the prolonging of the remission is also known as the maintenance dose. Purpose of giving this lower dose chemotherapy or maintenance therapy to avoid from the serious side effect of the patient and the side effect of the patient. Therefore, lower dose given for the maintenance repeated, and that therapy is called the maintenance therapy. So palliative chemotherapy, adjuvant chemotherapy, neoadjuvant chemotherapy are the non-adjuvant chemotherapy, and the maintenance chemotherapy. In other words, they are used with a curative. When elimination of the all known tumor mass complete response 100%, that's called curative type of the chemotherapy when cancer lesion is localized and by surgery it is completely removed from the body through the surgical procedure, and this is usually occur in the initial phase or in the benign cancer of the tissue. Benign tumors, we can get a 100% cure, and that's called curative therapy, where the patient aim is to improve symptoms and controlling tumor growth. Symptoms can be related with the cancer, related with the pressure effects of the tumor, also support with therapy is just like pain, other things. GIT, we increase the diet to improve with the aminophylline B complex, and also we give the potent analgesic or opioid analgesic to relieve the cancerous pain. Adjuvant therapy, chemotherapy with attempt to eliminate the microcystic disease following the primary treatment, and non-adjuvant chemotherapy offered prior to the other primary potential curable therapy. That is the non-adjuvant therapy, means before the surgery and the radiation. The question arises, why does chemotherapy fail? These compounds or chemicals are highly toxic. They can have the capability to kill them or destroy the cells. Then why failure occur? Because they kill also the cancerous cell along the normal cells. So our target is to save the patient, give the minimum loss to the patient, and give maximum benefit to the patient. Therefore, sometimes due to the some mistake, non-compliance of the patient, we can get the failure of the therapy. And also, depending on the chronicity of the disease, when patient reach to the doctor and when they started the treatment. So, defect can be from the both sides. Sometimes patient reaches delay due to economical burden, some other factors, and sometimes due to the protocol of the management, treatment, and the pattern of the system of the country, patient can go in the worst condition. So why does chemotherapy fail? Patient status may limit therapy. Also our hospital status, our attitude of the doctors, and our attitude of the systems support. Overall health status versus toxicity of the therapeutic. But this is mainly focused when patient reach to the concerned doctor and then delay of the treatment occur, then that is a fault of the health responsible people, not the fault of the patient. Cancer growth fraction can be lower. Cancer cells may not be in sensitive stage of the cell cycle. Cancer cells are not homogeneous. Tumor perfusion is not uniform. Cancer is spread to the different body compartment, which is called the metastasis, and cancer can display intense aggression or develop resistance, which can be due to the failure of the chemotherapy. Metastasis, lethal mechanism of cancer spread. How it is spreading? This show in diagram show that example of that. Suppose we have the tumor over the forearm, at the mid of the forearm, primary skin tumor. From this tumorous cell enter the systemic circulation either through the lymphatic system, mainly through the lymphatic system, or sometimes through the venous system into the systemic venous route. Then from the systemic venous route, go into the right atrium, then right ventricle, then it goes into the lungs. Maybe the tumor cell stayed the lung, and then if it also passes from lungs, because capillaries can engage or capture the tumor cell, then we go to the left atrium, left ventricle, then into systemic circulation. Then from systemic circulation, cancerous cells can be spread to any part of the body, like in the brain, like in the vital organ liver, like in the genital organ, like in the GIT, like in the bone marrow, bone. So when they enter in the left ventricular cancerous cell, then they can be spread to any part of the body, and especially it in the male last to the when it reaches the vital organ like the brain, like the liver, in the genital organ, in the bone, it can be through the more serious conditions. So this is a way of the transfer of the lesion from primary location to the secondary location, and mainly it occurs through the lymphatic system. So primary neoplasm site, then vascularization occur, invasion of the lymphatic system of the blood vessels, mainly the veins, then transport in the systemic circulation, then in the systemic, like in the lungs, arrest in the capillary bed can be occur, where they enter, and then they grow there, and from there also they escape and grow, and then can be spread throughout the body, and that is called the metastasis of the tumor cell or cancerous cell. And another thing I already told you that all the chemotherapy they are the toxic one. So they have the narrow, also they have the narrow therapeutic index. The therapeutic index is the degree of the separation between the toxic, as you already know, the toxic dose and the therapeutic dose. It is also the relation between those therapeutic and the toxic effect. The therapeutic index of the all cancerous cell is the narrow one. So slight increase in the dose or slight change in the status of the patient, of the pharmacokinetic status of the patient, can be more loss to the patient. So vital assessment should be necessary for maintaining and giving the chemotherapy or anti-cancerous chemotherapy, level of the kidney function, level of the liver function, because these are the two main areas where the elimination of the drug occur, along the other bioparameters. Like the antibiotic resistance can be developed against the chemotherapy, which can be decrease in the cellular uptake or increase in the effects of the drug. Multi-drug resistance, like P-glycoprotein active transport of the organic molecule, which can be lead to resistance. Like this type of the P-glycoprotein active transport organic molecule system can be mainly observed in the actinomycin D, doxyurobirosin, 6-mercaptopurine, nitrogen mustard, vinblastine, vincristine, methotrexate, melphalan, and denofluramine. Where the increased prophecy of the repair of the DNA can be observed in the cisplatin, melphalan, nitrogen mustard, cyclophosphamide, mitosine C, and nitrosoureas drugs. Whereas resistance to chemo increase the level of the target enzyme, methotrexate, imatinib, alteration the target enzyme, 5-fluorouracil, 6-mercaptopurine, 6-thiopurine, methotrexate, imatinib, and decrease the drug acquisition cytosine, deoxyribonucleic arabinoid, and 5-fluorouracil can be occur. And these are the causes of the development of the resistance of the anti-cancerous drug. Tumor susceptibility or growth cell, the friction of the tumor cell data are the reflective side of the growth will influence their susceptibility to most cancer chemotherapy. Rapidly dividing cells are generally more sensitive to the chemotherapy, where their slowly profit cell is less sensitive to chemotherapy. In general, non-dividing cells, those in the G usually survive the toxic effect of many of these drugs. Therefore, the growth rate of the most solid tumor is always initially rapid, but growth rate usually decrease as the tumor size increases. This is due to the unavailability of the nutrients in the oxygen caused by the inactive respiratory and lack of the blood flow. Tumor burden can be reduced through surgery, radiation, and by using cell cycle non-specific drugs to promote the remaining of the tissue proliferation, thus increasing their susceptibility to cell cycle chemotherapy agents. So, this was all about, because time is 9:35, so time is over. Inshallah, we will be meet at 12:15 12:30, 12:15 for the next lecture, and we will continue from this cell cycle, concept of cell cycle, cell specific anti-cancer drugs, cell cycle non-specific anti-cancer drugs, main side effect of the anti-cancer, main mechanism how they act of the drugs. So we will continue after in the next lecture after today, that will be at the 12:15, and we will discuss or reply that your questions and answers.